everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a minute to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make pickle brined drumsticks. Now, I stumbled across this recipe idea by accident. Some of you might know my wife Monica and I have been on the keto diet for around the last 7 or 8 months, and we're having great success. One of the drawbacks of being on the keto diet is you lose a lot of potassium and magnesium and sodium in your diet, and you need to replenish that with electrolytes. Now, what we used to do, and we still do, is you can buy these dietary supplement. These are specifically for people on the keto diet. These are electrolytes, and they have calcium, magnesium, and potassium, 3 things that you really need when you're going to be on the keto diet. So I've been looking online at some keto forums and stuff, and some of the people were saying another way, if you can't afford to buy the vitamins, the supplements, is that you can replace it by drinking pickle juice or the brine that they use to soak the pickles in. Now, I never even heard of such a thing. I did try a little sip, and it's strong, very salty. It's definitely an acquired taste, but a lot of people seem to enjoy it. And you can actually buy it, just the juice or the brine itself, on Amazon in gallon jugs. And a lot of people enjoy a glass a day. It really helps them replace those electrolytes. And I guess it's a little less expensive than buying the vitamin supplements. So anyway, I'm reading all this. I'm kind of educating myself. And then I heard someone says they also use this pickle juice to brine chicken. And supposedly it helps the chicken retain moisture, and the salt in the brine really tenderizes the chicken. There's even a rumor out there that Chick-fil-A, this is how their chicken is so delicious, they supposedly use some kind of pickle brine for their chicken sandwiches. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but in any case, I was curious enough to say, let me try this and see how this is going to work out. So, at my store yesterday, and guess what was on sale? Chicken drumsticks, 99 cents a pound. So I got around 4.5 pounds here. It would cost me less than $5. I'm going to brine these for around 2 or 3 hours in some pickle juice, and then I'm going to finish them off on my pit barrel cooker. And we're going to see if this pickle brine thing is something I might consider doing from this point on. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so the first thing I did is I split the drumsticks into 2-gallon bags. There's 7 drumsticks in each one, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a container here, and we're just going to put these in so I can pour the brine mixture in, okay? And in case there's a leak, okay? So here is my pickle brine. I used what came out of 2 jars, okay? And it's just around 2 cups, maybe a little over, 2.5. So I got just over a cup to put in each bag. Now we're going to add a few things in here just to spice it up. We got 2 tablespoons of salt. I know it's salty enough, but salt is what kind of helps everything brine. I got 1 tablespoon of black pepper. I got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And then kind of kick it up a notch, I got a 1/2 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Now this is all optional. You could just use the pickle brine, but I heard this adds a little different flavor dimension to it. So we're just going to stir this up real good. Just like so. Alright. You can see there's all kinds of little things floating in that pickle brine. We're going to leave it just like that. Okay. So let me see again. Around 2.5 cups. So I'm trying to get a cup in each one here. Do a little bit more. All right. Just like so, not very complicated. I'm going to squeeze the excess air out. I'm just going to close these up. And I'm going to sit them in the fridge for 2-3 hours. So there you go. Kind of mix it around. Make sure the thick part of the drumstick is facing down to absorb that brine. And yeah. Just like that. I'll probably come back in an hour, mix them around a little bit, make sure all the pieces get a chance to kind of get submerged in that juice. And that's it. I'm going to go throw this in the fridge, and I'll meet back with you in a couple hours when we're ready to throw this on the pit barrel cooker. See you in a little bit. Alright, I just took the chicken out of the fridge. Now it's been in there way longer than I anticipated. I was going to make this for lunchtime, but we decided to switch it to dinner. So it's been in there around 6 hours. I did go in 2 or 3 times, and I kind of just, turned them over, kind of rotated the chicken, make sure that they each had an opportunity to kind of soak up in some of those, some of that pickle juice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rinse, take them out of the brine, rinse them off real well, dry them off, and put them on the rack and get ready to put them on the pit barrel cooker in just a second. Alright, so I laid them out here on a tray. These have been soaking for a few hours, so I don't really want to put much seasoning on them because that brine was very powerful. I'm just going to give it a light dose of some black pepper. Most of this is going to kind of fall off as we cook it. Just a little bit of black pepper and just a little bit of salt. And I mean a little bit. Because that brine had a lot of salt. Just a quick dusting like this. I'll flip these over, I'll season the other side, and I'll meet you guys outside. Alright, I got a chimney full of hot coals here. You can see I have a big space in the center of my charcoal basket for the pit barrel. I just like to pour these right in the center there. And then they'll kind of move their ways, catch the other ones on the outer edge as time goes on. Just like that. And I'm just going to let this stabilize just for a second. So I'm going to put the bars in here. I'm going to give it like 10 minutes with the lid on. Whoops. With the lid on it. Make sure its temperature gets nice and stable. That's it. We'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, it's been around 10-12 minutes. I just like to give it a few minutes just to kind of settle down, get the temperatures to stabilize. Alright, let me remove both of the bars here. That way I can get my grate on. Okay. Actually, you know what? I almost always forget this. But before that, I'm going to add some hickory wood chips that I have here. I'm going to sprinkle some along the outside so they'll hopefully light up later on. And I'll put a couple in the center. I got to work fast because these chips are slivers and they don't last that long. There we go. Alright, now that we got the wood chips, they're already starting to start on fire. Now we're going to put these beautiful drumsticks on here. And these are kind of small. I'm guessing this is probably going to take maybe an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes. Maybe 2 hours max. Just really depends on what temperature this thing stabilizes at. Should be around 275 to 300 typically. Just enough room, huh? There we go. We'll put the rods back in. And there you go. I'm going to let these go for probably 45 minutes, and then I'll come check them out. We'll see how they're progressing. That's it. Now it's time to go have a beer. All right, you know what time it is. Beer review time. This is from a brewery out of Redlands, California. Hangar 24 Betty IPA. 6.5% alcohol. So that's what I'm having.
Surprise!
And here are my two kids, Ava, Grace, and Kyle. Say hi.
Hi. I was another drink review, I think, yesterday or the other
Yeah, and Kyle's trying something he's never tried. He loves Fanta and he loves pineapple. So when I saw this, I thought he would like this. Fanta pineapple.
I heard it's new. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure how new it is.
I think
And
it's
then,
like from a year.
last but not least, Ava Grace is trying another half-naked juice, peach and ginger. It's a smoothie,
Ew.
50% lower sugar.
That does not.
So there you go. Why? You like
Peach
ginger?
and ginger?
Yeah.
Ah, peach ginger.
That does not sound good together. Also, Ava, you never had peach ginger, so you wouldn't know.
Well, we'll find out. We'll shake it real good.
It's just for the video.
It sounds disgusting.
No, ginger's good.
Yeah, it's not just
We
ginger.
talked about it last night.
All right.
It's not just ginger, Ava.
It's peach and ginger. Yeah.
I know. It's a peach ginger.
Don't knock it
Peach
till you
peach
try it,
ginger.
Kyle.
It sound horrible.
Yeah, we talked about peach
Also,
ginger.
I'm not
before.
trying it, so how would I know?
Well, you can take a little sip when we're done and see if you
I'm
like it.
fine.
All right.
That sounds like the most disgusting thing on earth.
Oh, this smells fruity, Kyle. I think you're going to like it.
I hope it smells fruity.
Well, sometimes. I know you like
I can
Fanta
smell
orange.
it. I can smell it from here.
Yeah, what's it smell like?
Smells like. It does smell like kind of like lemon fruity.
Lemon fruity? Can you move
Kinda
over a
like
little
that.
bit, Ava Grace? Let me get in the picture here.
But then I don't have any room.
Yeah, I'm almost
Can you
hanging
move a
off
little
the...
more towards Dad? So I have room?
I'll stand behind you guys. Okay. All right, guys. As always, thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. I poured that a little too quick. Nice color. Nice head. All right, everyone. Cheers. Cheers,
Oof.
Kyle. Cheers, Ava Grace.
Double oof.
Okay. Thanks again, guys. Let's give it a sip and tell them what we think. Ooh, it's got a little bit of a hop twang to it, being an IPA. A little bit of fruit. Maybe tangerine, orange. It's good. Very good.
Also,
It's strong
last
as a cherry.
time when Dad says he really encourages me to drink things with 1% juice,
Well, how much does this have?
we could all see now he's lying. Contains no juice.
juice. So how's it taste, Ava Grace?
The
It
perfect thing to
tastes
put.
as strong as a cherry.
As strong as a cherry. Do you like the ginger flavor or is it too strong?
I like the flavor. How
You like the
strong it is.
flavor? Which one do you like better? This one or the one you had? What did you have? Watermelon and was it mango?
Watermelon. It was just watermelon.
Oh, did you like the watermelon one better or this one?
I like this one better.
All right, awesome. Now we know. And what about you, Kyle?
It
How is it?
tastes like pineapple.
Just like pineapple?
Well, I mean, how is it compared to other sodas? Would you
It's
pick
good.
this over, say, Fanta Grape or Fanta
I've
Orange?
only had Fanta orange.
Oh, I thought you had
so-
grape too. No?
No.
Oh,
I've
okay.
only had Fanta orange, so I really don't have.
They
that
make a
much
lot of
to
different
compare it
flavors,
to.
but we don't see them that much. All right, guys, we're going to enjoy our beverages. As always, cheers. Thank you so much for watching my video. We'll be back in a little bit. Check out those drumsticks on the pit barrel. Until then, we'll enjoy these. Say cheers. To the
Show it to the viewers.
Cheers to the camera.
Cheers to the
That's what he said last time.
All right, guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
I meant.
All right. Thank you.
It's good.
It's good? All right, it's been around 50 minutes. Let's take a look at these. Oh, I like the color. Looking good. All right, time to turn them over. All right, it's been another 25 minutes. let's take a look at these. I think it's these are probably just about done. I'm going to remove these here. We're going to take a temperature reading real quick. Alright, let me go on one of the bigger pieces here. You definitely want to go to 165 for these. You can even go a little higher just because these are drumsticks. What I got? Celsius, I think? Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're already there. 167. Let's see. Yeah, this one's, yeah, 167, 168. They're pretty much done, but you know what? I'm just going to, yeah, 165. I'm going to flip them, and then I'm going to apply some barbecue sauce just to caramelize it a little bit. Been around 5 minutes. Oh man, I got some crows out here. I think they like the smell the smell of these because they're going nuts. I never heard them like this before. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip them over and I'm gonna apply another dose of barbecue sauce, and then we're pretty much done. These are looking delicious. I love the color. They smell wonderful. These are definitely done. You want to make sure at least 165, but like I said, with drumsticks, you can go a little bit longer. Whoops, that one's falling apart a little bit. There we go. All right, it's been a few more minutes. Look at these things, man. They are beautiful. They are done. Man, they look good. All right, I'll get these off. We'll bring them inside and we'll have a little taste test. See you in a little bit. All right, here we are inside. I just want you guys to take a look at them. Man, they look great. I'm just going to let them cool off just a little bit so they're not too hot to eat. And we'll have the family out here. We'll each try one, see how they taste. They look great. Alright, be back in a minute. Hey everyone, here we are with the whole family. My wife Monica, my son Kyle.
Hi.
I got some plates and napkins. Just grab one.
Let's dig in.
Grab a napkin at least.
Okay. There you go. Okay.
I'm just going to take a tiny one. Take a smaller one, like maybe one of these.
Get a small one.
Here, try this one at the end, Kyle.
This one?
Yeah.
I like pickles.
Yeah, well, let's see how, if you can tell it's been pickle brined. Hang on, I gotta absorb the flavor profile here.
Very smoky.
No, the first thing I taste is smoke. No, I can taste the brine. There's some saltiness to it at the end.
Yeah.
These almost taste like they've been cured. Well, salt is a natural curing thing, but yeah, it almost tastes like I put a little bit of that curing salt plate powder in there because it's got that. It even looks a little pink. I just think it's because there's so much salt in the pickle brine. I think that's what's doing it. It's actually brining it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. How do you like it, Kyle?
It just tastes pretty
Good, huh?
weird.
Weird.
I mean,
Really?
It just, I tasted a bunch of smoke, but I don't see how it was in pickles at all.
Well, it's not supposed to taste like pickles, Kyle.
Yeah.
The pickle juice is what gives it that unique flavor. Can you taste a little saltiness in it?
All I really taste is salt and smoke.
It's got a good flavor. Very good.
I think it's very good. And again, I brined it a little bit longer than normal. They say only like, 2 to 3 hours. I went all the way up to 6, so that might also have a bearing on it being a little bit salty, but I like it. What do you think, Kyle?
It's
Good, I guess. Yeah.
You didn't even get a good bite. Take a good bite.
Where?
He's not used to eating, chicken off the bone.
Right
So
there. All right, guys, as always, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, hit the like button. Check out the link above to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com, and consider subscribing to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
bye.